Good morning. It's Monday the 10th of June and this is Juliet. Yes, it's me saying hello. We haven't done a Lundi live for a while, so for various reasons, so we've been itching to get back in the vineyard and give you a short video about what we've been up to. It's a bit windy today, so the sound may go up and down. I'm just going to switch back because I can hear Simon on one of his mad machines approaching. And this is the Carignan vineyard. You see these bush vines of Carignan, which tiny little grapes. Flowering is finished. There we go, lovely little grapes. I'm assessing the crop to see how big a harvest we have. I'll do a bit more of that later. Tiny little grapes, like little peas. So here comes So I just got a video of you approaching us, like it looked like smoke coming out the back of you, but of course it's dust from the soil.
Yes.
So do you want to just explain a little bit about this machine, the thing on the back, and what you're doing?
Well, briefly, I mean, I think you've seen this vineyard before, and I can get down this row with my tractor. But these other rows, because it's goblet, it's too narrow.
Goblet is bush vine.
Bush vines. So I can't get through here on the tractor. So I have to use something very much narrower. And then this thing is 78 centimetres wide. And then, yeah, it's a bit like a tank.
Is it meant to smoke like that?
Oh, it's just, it just gets warm. That's all. It's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, that comes under normal.
Okay. Yes. So it's quite an old machine and a Toselli.
Yeah, it's got Ferrara written on the front, not Ferrari.
Oh yes, yes, I see. Yeah.
So it is from
You've
Ferrara.
almost got a Ferrari.
Yes, and then on the back, I can't plough this very easily, so I've got a rotavator on the back, which is actually pretty good for just generally tidying up between the rows. I mean, this is just the first row I've done. It's okay. I mean, it will all die down as well. You can see that it.
So it's sort of. Can we just look at this machine again, Simon, to see what it does to the weeds?
Yeah.
Because you need to manage the weeds a bit.
Yeah.
To sort of a competition for water, and also just for being able to get through to do fungal treatments to make sure that you get a.
Well, what this is, it's switched off, so it's safe.
Yes.
This is just a rotavator. It's just what you use in your garden.
Yeah, yes,
but,
it is.
So what we're not ploughing with this. We're not doing a depth of cut here. We're just taking the weeds off.
Yes.
Chopping the weeds, and I've just got to regulate it so I get the right depth, because it's not a particularly powerful machine. So if you have it set too deep, it doesn't spin properly, won't cut. So it's like the same every year. Just got to get used to it again.
Because this doesn't have any wires or trellising, you can do it in both ways, so you can get really close to the.
So I'll go down this way first, and then afterwards I'll go this way. So because you can get between the vines this way.
Yes.
And that's the big plus, is that I'll be able to plough to about here. So you just leave a little area of weed around the base of each tree, which is okay.
It's okay,
'cause
yeah.
it's about getting the competition right.
There's always a few more persistent weeds that are slightly harder, it's thicker stem
Yeah.
that we can't get, but then we end up tidying those up by hand.
Yeah, but to be honest, with that, we'll get through most of them.
Yeah, you might need to be. Hello, Jules. Wait, I can't keep up with you. We might need to be close because it's quite windy.
Yeah, no, I'm just having a look to see how effective
How
it's
it's,
been,
yeah.
and I need to get a bit more depth on it.
I think a little bit more. It's taken.
Yeah, it's
most
taken
of it
most
off.
of it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, as I say, this is just part of the adjustment. But that's only the first run.
I think this is a good time to do it, but we wouldn't have wanted to leave it any longer because then you won't be able to get through because there's a lot of growth that's happened on the vines in the last 3 weeks because we've had a lot of rain in the spring.
Yeah. Well, you
And-
saw me coming through. They
Yeah.
were up here and then they've gone.
Yeah. Exactly. Can we just have a quick look at
Yeah.
the crop set on
So
this?
no, we'll switch over now.
Okay.
So we've done Simon and his weeding. So
So the flowering is finished. I was doing a quick look at this before. It's completely finished now. When last week, I've been away for a few days, so it's the first time in the vineyard since last Wednesday for me. And I can see that flowering is completely finished and you get these lovely little beginnings of a grape bunch here. So it's hard to imagine that in just over 3 months, actually
Yeah.
less than 3 months because we harvest rosé from this,
Yes,
we
well,
harvest at the end of August.
have a look at this one. I mean, there's a good crop this year. So,
There is.
So what
Oh,
have we
yeah,
got here?
you can see just the remains of flowering there, just the...
Yeah, and one or two just at the back there. But
Yeah.
yeah, look at the number of potential berries on this. We might have to take some of those
We
off.
might do. If you find that the vine has just not enough leaf cover and too many bunches to ripen the grapes, then you just end up snipping some of them off, called green harvesting. We try to avoid doing that. In most of our vineyards we don't need to do that because the crop is quite low anyway and it self-regulates, but this vineyard can be quite vigorous. Last year, a really dry year, when we had low yields everywhere except this vineyard.
Yeah.
It had a really good yield, and we managed to, say we make rosé out of it, which we blend with Grenache, that we pick at about the 28th, 29th of August, depends on the year, but and then 3 weeks later we harvest for the red, which goes into our Appia, along with from our Syrah vineyard. And actually we're blending the 23 Appia this week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're blending we're getting it ready for bottling in a couple of weeks. So just carrying on looking. This one's not got quite so many, but still looking really healthy. I tell you, these vines look wonderfully healthy, Simon. You've done a good job.
Well, actually, they are looking very, very clean.
Yeah.
So another job that I might have to do here soon is something called essimage. It's not quite so bad yet, but if you look down the row, you can see the vines coming across from each side, and eventually they hold hands down the middle, and I have to come through with some blades to trim them up. This one is not too bad at the moment.
Yes, it's a rather nice description. They hold hands. Yeah. See, that's not got too many, but it's a slightly less vigorous vine. I mean, these vines are over 50 years old, so some are more vigorous than others. But yeah, that's a nice healthy vine. Actually, that looks like a good amount of grapes in that one. Most of them are absolutely fine. And what am I complaining of? A promising looking crop.
Yeah.
You know, of course, as farmers, you're always thinking, oh yeah, there could be hail, there could be fire, there could be drought.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably going to be a very hot, dry period, but this vineyard is quite good at withstanding it. So
what else are you going to say?
Well, what else am I going to say? Well, do we want to look at the other vineyards just up here very quickly?
Very quickly.
They're completely different.
Yeah, we're heading up towards the Syrah now.
This is from American rootstock. They're all grafted onto American rootstock, and this occasionally they send up shoots. And you sometimes see them form tiny berries, but you don't do them in the wine. They taste horrible.
Well, it's more the flowers you see. They don't
Yeah.
really form berries.
Well,
do
they sometimes tiny little ones,
Yeah.
but they're... Yeah, so up here you get a lovely view of the... So this is Syrah. This is, and you see this is trellised. You can see the crop here. Again, flowering is finished. You can see the slightly sort of looser and more spaced out berry clusters.
There's a good crop there, actually.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Last year we got, because of drought, we didn't get a particularly high crop off here.
Actually, something else just to note here. We tied everything in so that I can get through with the tractor. And what you do is you lift the wires and you put these little clippy things, sort of just to hold the wires together. So it keeps it all upright. So hopefully, again, I can get through there with my tractor.
You've already, what are you going to do about weeds here? It doesn't look nearly as
Well,
bad.
I've ploughed one out of two. You need to come closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because the wind. I ploughed one out of two, and now that I think the majority of the heavy rains have gone, I will come back and plough the second one.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to plough something like this has been ploughed. Not very deep, but if we had a heavy rain on that, I wouldn't be able to work off this.
Yeah.
So because I wouldn't be able to get the tractor through, it would get bogged down. So what you do early on in the year, you leave. You see that one over there has been ploughed. This one hasn't. And so that I can, even after rain, I can still drive on that, but I wouldn't be able to drive on that. So now that I think the rain is probably finished, I think I'll come and plough these as well.
Yeah, although they don't look that. The rain, the weeds don't look too.
Now we're on top of the weeds
crazy.
this year to a large extent.
The weeds are absolutely fine.
But here, there's a bit of wind damage.
Yes.
So this is the whole idea about having trellising, because the wind breaks these and then they just fall off.
Yeah, the Carignan doesn't tend to do that so much because
They're more rigid.
they're a bit more robust. You might get the odd cane coming off, but also you do the trellising to keep up the leaf canopy for photosynthesis and to put the fruit in the right zone for picking.
We're getting.
These all look very healthy
yeah.
as well, my love.
Everybody's starting to get bored now, my love. So
Okay.
Because we've done 15 minutes.
Okay, all right, I'll
So
say
let me pass you back to Juliet. and
Okay.
you can just-
So you're carrying on when you carry. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do probably
Martin.
3 hours here this morning because it's really hard work for both me and the tractor. So we'll get to lunchtime and then have a bit of pause and come back and do a bit more tomorrow. Probably take me a week to do this. 3-4 hours a day for a week.
Yes. Excellent. So I need to do some work in the winery as well.
Yeah.
So maybe back next Monday.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah.